Hi, I'm Jean Johnson, back in my garden with Raina here. I grow 99% perennials, most of which are hostas, all of which are plants that will grow in the shade. And this bed back in here, most people would have some kind of shrubs in there. Most shrubs do not do well in the shade, and they get to looking really ugly. My favorite shrub is Annabelle Hydrangea. All of those in there with the white blooms on them. They runner, so once you have one Annabelle, you're probably going to have more than one. Those kind of flat greenish blooms are going to get by the end of summer to be big white snowballs. And a lot of times people say, well, don't you grow the blue one? Yes, I have. But this is the hydrangea that grows. It's a hydrangea arborescens. They work beautifully dried in bouquets. And then I've put other tall things in along here with the shorter things in the front. I know impatiens are not a perennial, but every now and again I'll sneak some little short thing in there. But the back is a goat's beard. They are finished blooming, and that's why they look so scraggly. They're kind of brown now, but that is a tall perennial. All of this dies back to the ground in the winter. The Annabelles I leave standing for the winter time, and I cut them back in the spring. They bloom on new wood. So if you do that, you're going to have better blooms than if you just leave them every year. And they're great in the wintertime with snow on them. I know, some people don't like snow. That's okay. That would be okay. Hostas, some of them get blooms that are screaming ugly. Some of them get blooms that are kind of pretty. And most people don't buy a hosta for the bloom. That one is Pearl Lake, and it seems to have a pretty bloom, and it stays down low. Mostly the older hostas get humongous tall blooms on them, and they're scraggly. If they're scraggly, cut them off. It's all you have to do. Hummingbirds might be mad at you, but you can just cut them off. It won't hurt the plant a bit. Okay, then, this is a deciduous evergreen. It drops these needles every year. It's very ferny. It's called a larch. You'll see them growing in swamps. They get way bigger than what anybody in their right mind should ever have planted this close to a house. But then again, I was a beginning gardener, and I love this tree. But these little needles get yellow, and they fall off in the wintertime. And in the spring, they start out kind of yellow. But it's just a fun, soft tree, and I enjoy it thoroughly. Remember, my basic philosophy has always been, this is my garden. If I like it, if I like the way it grows, hey, that's okay. Some people would come in and say, why do you have all those hostas? You've seen one, you've seen them all. Take a look at a distance over there to the one with a big white edge. That is, I think it was last year's Hosta of the Year, Liberty. And over to the left of it, down one, there's a plant in between, that great big monster there. That is Empress Wu. Now you can't tell me that those two plants are alike and they're boring. Liberty right now is a gold color. When it gets to be later on on to fall, that will turn white, and it will match the white hydrangeas when they turn white in the back. Thank you. Thanks for looking in.